Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing amazing today. Right now I am on my way back to Playlist Live as we speak. I have my laptop for editing and I have my backpack full of clothes because I'm gonna take a shower because these are the same clothes I wore yesterday. And I'll tell you guys more about it later, but I ended up not sleeping anywhere. So that was a fun time. But yeah, off to Playlist. Alright guys, so right now we are going to be taking the train from Tenley down to somewhere. I think it was Gallery Place. I don't remember 100%, but I guess we'll figure it out. But now I have a vlog going. I don't know who they're trying to vlog. I don't know who they're trying to vlog.
I don't know either. I'm kind of shooting.
Watch it just be like, just a little person. Let's just... keep this going as I go through security?
Why not?
Why not? That's a good question.
This girl was just like, you look familiar, and I was like, oh, famous!
She must have just been your YouNow live stream.
She was like, you look familiar. I was like, Rihanna. She was like, yep, that's it.
My tripod's crooked.
Crooked try.
Everybody has those little tripods.
So, as you guys can tell, I'm sitting here, I'm bumming. I don't know why the little box, I don't know where the end is, why the little box doesn't go all the way to the end. But right now, I am editing the vlog, the vlog from the second day of Playlist. And I thought I had a lot more clips, but this is like 90% the panel that I went to on the last day. With Danny Fernandez, or Daniel Fernandez, I don't know why I said Danny, Brittle Star, some author, I can't think of his name. There's like 3 people who I can't think of their names, but I really enjoyed the panel, so I'm just going to leave it in here raw, like this clip that I'm recording right now. Yeah, so if you're not really big into, you know, watching panels and stuff, then skip ahead maybe... shoot, 20 minutes? I don't know, try 10 minutes, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm a YouTuber called Dodie and also work at the label Ministry of Sound. Oh, no, it's fine. There we go. Let's get some energy. Okay. Hi guys, my name's Tom Flynn. I'm a YouTuber and manage a couple of other YouTube channels as well. That's really it. Thank you.
What's up, guys? I'm Daniel Fernandez, and I do magic. I'm a magician.
I do magic. Yes, he does, and he's amazing.
Hi there, my name's Stuart Reynolds. I go by Brittle Star online, and I've been told I can do magic.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, guys, so now that you've met everyone, I just kind of want to read you the description so I don't miss it. AdSense can be a moneymaker for some, but for a lot of creators, they look for outside sources as their main source of revenue. Our panel of creators will chat about the options and what worked for them. So first question that we're going to start off with here is I want each of you, I want to go down the line again, and I wanted to kind of define each in your own lanes, because you know you have a lot of different areas of which we have artists, we have social media stars, we have managers. There's all these different ins and outs of social media, and if you find your lane and your niche, you can actually be very successful and live a very comfortable life if you do it right. So I would like to just start down each one of you. How have brand deals affected your life, and how important do you think they are for a social media influencer?
That one? Alright, cool. So I did not mention this before, but I am an author and I run a couple of companies. So brand deals are like an incredible, massive thing for us.
That's huge.
Right.
That's great.
So we actually are working on brand deals for one. Like for example, I use my dog quite often. He and I do videos together. He goes to lots of events that I host and I go on tour. As you can see, he's wearing a costume.
He's so cute.
So he actually wears like Pikachu costumes and stuff like that, and so oftentimes Nintendo will do that to us, and we'll get branding deals through that with like pet food companies and such. And then for myself, I work with like companies like H&M to make sure that we get as much publicity as possible. So when I go on TV, for example, I will wear an H&M suit, and then H&M will sponsor that or add stuff to that. So it's like a huge deal for what I do, and I think it is for most people as well. But yeah.
I disagree. So working with Dodie. Dodie is a musician. She has 2 channels. Doddle Oddle's her main channel where she's had music. She has had 2 EPs as well. And her second channel is Doddle Vloggle, which is talking about all sorts of different topics and discussions, whether or not it be about mental health or sexuality.
She gets a ton of views. She's killing it. You should check this girl out. UK coming up. Let's see him.
Thanks. Brand deals obviously are extremely important, but I think that what a lot of what I see is a lot of influencers kind of rely on that as something where they feel that they need a brand deal to keep them going, and then start not considering the content. Whereas for Dodie,
it's easy to fall into that totally.
Yeah.
And this is why I love the difference of an artist side and then a social media side. This is so different because this is an artist and musician management side coming into the social media realm, and he's killing it on the social media realm and bringing content to it. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference. Sorry, not to cut you off.
No, it's absolutely fine. I just think that kind of like, obviously brand deals are extremely important, and because there is obviously it's a bit of cash, and then you essentially get that cash to then put to get views and then continue to grow. But I just think that the importance of them is great, but I don't think it's the most important thing for a creator.
And what other ways do you find revenue if brand deals isn't the main?
I believe that's a question that's coming up that we should all discuss.
I just want you to just hit such a point. You're right. Let's save that for the next one. We'll just go down the road and finish the first question. Are brand deals important to you, and why?
So my niche is essentially like dating advice. So brand deals, I hate them because they have nothing to do with what I do.
You got some no's, you got some yeses.
No, I don't want to promote your lipstick for some random brand because I have a female demographic when I do dating advice. It's very hard for me to find.
What percentage is female? How many?
It's like 85, 90%. So
Is it Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, so I hate brand deals for the most part because they're just so forced for me.
No, you're right. Sometimes it can be unnatural. It's a delicate thing to find the right. I'm excited to hear the other answers too. I'm not trying to cut you off, but it's just interesting. You guys are. We'll see if there's another opinion. I'm just like, some people like it, some people hate it. Come on, magician. What are you looking at over there, bro?
Hello, newcomers. So I think for me, it's all about diversifying and finding your point B. So as one thing that you said that I liked a lot, John, it's to find your niche and explode that. So as a magician, my niche is obviously very narrow. And it's very malleable, meaning that if a lipstick brand approached me, I could very easily do something with that. Or if whatever company that approaches me, I could very easily turn that into an organic brand deal. Yeah. I hate what, as well what you said, forced brand deals, when it's, hey guys, I'm Dino Fernandez. At the end, you can find 5% off by clicking the first thing you buy. Blah 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 blah.
But also, sorry to cut you off there, but also the consumers or viewers will not find that interesting either.
Absolutely. No. I hate that first because of from an artist's point of view.
Yeah, fans
it's not
hate
organic.
Hate it. It's fake.
Yeah, absolutely. And from an artist's point of view, it's inorganic, and also from a business point of view, you're not establishing longevity with an audience.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're a sellout.
Absolutely. So my brand deals and the brands that I use to take on, I'm very clear with what I won't take on. Alcohol, anything relating to tobacco, and anything relating to sex at the time being.
So you will or won't take?
I won't.
Oh,
Yeah, these are the only three I will take. Drugs, sex, and alcohol, kids. That's the real
Top three, guys. Top three. If I write those down.
No, but you gotta, going back to it, you really, really do have to establish your point B. Who are you as an artist? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do in 10, 20, 30 years? A lot of these kids, you know, they need, and I say kids simply because a much younger demographic is rising up, is they're very worried about short bursts. You know what I'm talking about? My view on it is diversify, apply, and then
don't do, because I'm going to give you guys some of the best advice you'll ever hear. It's not the brand deals you take, it's the brand deals you don't that define you. Don't be a sellout. Pepsi paid who $1 bazillion, and Coca-Cola did the same. One was that Britney Spears that did both brands. You just get paid, you do deals, okay? If you're a true artist, if you're an influencer, you need to find your lane, know your lane. That's what Wiz Khalifa says. Define yourself by the things that you don't do, and the things you do will be kingly. You feel me? We're royalty. We're here to influence everyone.
To touch on that point, I would call it, be true to your artistry, whatever your niche is. Be true to it, stick to it, but be an entrepreneurial artist.
Yeah, he's right.
It's show business.
Yeah, oh, he's so right.
You can't have the show without the business. You can't do what you love to do without worrying, and not worrying without tackling and actually focusing on the business part of it. Show business. Yes, please.
Very interesting hearing your guys' perspectives. My only concern is, this is what I'm hearing, this may not be what you're saying.
Sure.
This is what I'm hearing. Is that I feel like the message is being put out that there's something inherently wrong with wanting to represent sort of traditional corporate.
100% yes. You're actually getting an undertone of that. It's not as deep as that, but it's right.
And I gotta disagree with you on that. And, you know, because I hear that you guys are artists, I respect that.
Right.
I'm not.
Well, whatever, but, you know, but you represent them.
Yes.
Right? But I, like the gentleman in the t-shirt, like,
She's gonna roast you. Watch her. She's like, you son of a. She's like, roast.
I feel like you're selling yourself short.
You're talking to me or him?
She's like, he's a big god, son.
I think what you're saying too is like you hate
The microphone can't hear you, can't hear
It's
you.
not that you hate doing
Yeah,
organically, but forcefully, like being like.
It's not fun to sell out when you have true art.
Well, let me just add here too as well.
I guess the question I would throw at you guys, why is it selling out to want to represent something Procter and Gamble is doing? If it's relevant to your...
Right.
Who wants to go first?
I think I'll answer this in a very short words. It's not necessarily selling out. It's about being true to your craft. While, because a lot of brand, I'm not sure if you've been in the position. So many brands approach you every day saying, "This is what we want, and this is the way we're going to do it." And
It's
honestly,
me.
it doesn't
It's not
matter how
nice.
much money they offer me. If that's the way you're going to do it,
hate
then
it.
find someone who will be your puppet.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
going to be
right.
a puppet.
I would agree with that.
I'm gonna.
No, but that's where this comes from.
So that's what I think. That's what John meant by saying selling out. If I'm not mistaken.
We all do brand deals. My entire career, 4 years, I get kids brand deals for a living. My percentage is my living off of making other people rich. I'm gonna be real. It's a very humbling position to be in, especially when you see kids, children, parents. So many people come into this world. They start taking brand deals. Wow, they can upgrade. They buy a new house. They can do mortgages. Some of these kids become millionaires. Some lose it. Some sustain it. Consistency here is real. And there's a consistent, sadly, common denominator. I'm 80-20 with brand deals. 80% yes, they pay my bills. I'm trying to buy my mom a house, okay? I'm working hard, you know, I'm on the humble side of things there. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when you start doing brand deals as an artist, as even a manager, I manage, I consult, you gotta be careful. There's like that aftertaste in your mouth, like, I just did a Pringle ad. I mean, I like Pringles, but I don't want to be Pringle boy. You know what I mean? It's eventually, after a while, like years of brands, you start working with them. Some of them are super nice. Some line up with your brand. Some are so seamless you don't even know we're promoting it. And those are winners. Those are so rare. You know, if Gibson wanted to pay me $1 million, I'm a winner because I want to be an artist. That's my goal. I've been in behind the scenes to work to transfer. So I'm letting you know I don't enjoy that side of it, but we're loving it. We're clearly good at it. It's what we do. So. It's not that we hate it, I just don't like the underlying tone of selling my creative gift for something that I couldn't pick first. It gets brought to me.
As a father and a guy with a mortgage,
Yes, finally your turn. I'm so sorry.
I will gladly be Pringle Boy.
Yeah, I know, right? Very true.
I will sell you chips until you're sick of chips.
I have friends like that. People want to sell out. It's good. It's a good way.
But I think the point is that you don't want to, I think what you guys are trying to say is the point is you don't want to force a connection between a brand and your brand, because you're a brand yourself. So it has to make sense. And I think that, it's important to make sure that the audience that you've built is not going to be jeopardized by the brand deal you're taking in. That doesn't mean you can't do brand deals. To me, anyway, I don't think it means that at all.
You have to.
I think you can still do those brand deals and not be a sellout. I think the notion of sellout is always laughable to me. I think that someone who has a job that they hate and goes to every day, that's kind of a sellout. I think if you're getting paid to have fun and make good content that you like, that's not selling out. That's the least.
I just want to add to that. That's 70% of people in the U.S. by the way. So again, if you want to talk about selling out, that's 70% of people.
We call it sellouts.
So I think the main point though to think is as well from what we're all talking about is just that authenticity comes from the brand itself. So if you want something that's natural, it comes with it has to be authentic to your morals, your ethics, and your brand. And then from the other end, to be able to do a bunch of deals that are authentic, you have to have a brand that's like palpable, something that is like almost like stretchy, so that you're able to do so many things that magically goes together.
He's so smart. You know what I mean? Like, you have very good vocabulary. Did you go to college?
I did go to college. Yeah.
See, that doesn't count. I didn't go to college. I'm also up here. Hello.
College is not what made me smart.
College is good if you know what you're doing. Little edge of advice.
Stop going to college. College is good if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. If I wanted to answer your question.
Yeah, go back to that. I actually want to have you
Really
two.
making eye contact when she asks,
Go for it.
and
These
everyone
two
else
right here.
answers.
Grizzly! Everybody give up for Grizzly!
No,
Best
it's all
photographer.
good. I was just gonna say, at the end of the day with social media, there's two ways you make money. Selling your product or someone else's product. That's all it comes down to. I believe in selling my own stuff rather than someone else's stuff because it makes more sense to my audience and then my audience feels like they're helping me. That's like the shortest way I can answer it. I prefer selling stuff that I'm creating, and that's why I don't like selling other people's stuff.
You do or don't?
That's literally what it comes down to.
And there's nothing wrong with that personal preference.
You do or don't? You do or don't enjoy selling other stuff?
No, I prefer selling stuff I create.
100, yeah, I agree with that.
Stuff.
Yeah. Those are the two options, yes. Always have your own brand, but it's hard to have someone genuinely run a company for you. You can. You think Selena Gomez does it by herself? She has a team of 19 people every day that wake up on her payroll. If you want to be a king, you got to shoot for the stars now, every second of the day. Let's go, people. Let's go. Keep going. Oh my God, it's a Q&A session, right? She's like, you telling me to shut up? Oh my gosh, that's absolutely great.
Did you have anything else you wanted to ask? Did I answer the question clearly, or?
Yeah, I think you did. I just raised my hand first before. I didn't just,
No, we love talking to you about it. Ask us any question you want. I got questions. We just here for 40 minutes. We can just chill.
I hear what you're saying. It's just that initially you were kind of like, you're a sellout if you do that, and that kind of grabbed my attention because I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with.
No, that wasn't what I was saying. I probably misspoke.
No. I just am very blunt. You sensed an insecurity. At least we're human. We have insecurities. You have insecurities. We sometimes in the social media world, when you do enough brand deals, when you're doing enough companies, of being like, one of my friends just did a Crocs brand deal. You know how many of his best friends and us clowned him for doing a Crocs brand deal? That's just weird to me. Because he's not a Croc guy, but they paid him and he paid rent that month. I'm telling you, sometimes after a while you're like, dang, maybe I should be an orange juice model. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna pay some bills, it works sometimes, you know? And there's nothing wrong with making money and taking care of your family. That's why, like, where I'm at right now, I do not prefer to be a social media consultant, but I do it because it's the only area that I know to make as much money as I'm making. And I'm not even making as much as I should be. You never are at first. You gotta build your impact.
John, should we take this man's question?
Yeah. Oh yes, you have it. I didn't even see you over there. Sorry, laptop.
I know you're just looking straight.
Hello.
I have two questions that are related to each other. One is, we can go down the line. I'm curious what the split in revenues is between sponsorship and AdSense.
Yeah, that's huge.
And the second question is about merchandising, whether anybody's tried merchandising Does YouTube even allow it? And how do you go about doing it? And has anybody done anything with that? T-shirts?
Yeah, sure, I'll start with that. I mean, AdSense doesn't play, YouTube's not one of our big platforms, it'd be Facebook, and they don't monetize for us in Canada with the videos, so we have to rely on brand deals to be paid to do that. Merchandise is starting to play a bigger role for us now. People want to have something tactile that they can hang on to from your brand, so if they're watching you online, they'd like to have the shirt or hat or cup or the mug or something.
That's huge.
I think merchandise is going to be a huge thing in making money other than AdSense, I think.
What's your percentile?
As far as, sorry?
Yeah, between the two
So you would say branding.
How much is brand money? How much is merchandise? 10%, 90%?
Yeah, like branding is like 95%.
Damn, so true?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good question. You're focused on AdSense, you're just focused on short-term bursts every day. You know, an everyday bro. And so, and that's not necessarily the best thing, in my opinion.
So Dodie, for instance, being a musician, she has multiple streams that are able to kind of like create revenue. So
yeah, hers is more divided, I guarantee you, because she's a traditional artist.
She also, I mean, she's a creative in all sense of art. She has a book coming out as well.
The revenue
stream. I know, I'm taking this away from you. No, however, with you being the author, I'll let you take that main bit. But from the music side of things, there are so many bits which you actually mentioned.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 2 more. Alright, cool. So you picked them out, so you just set those down. Grab one out. Look at it, memorize it. Show it to the camera if you want, show it to him. Doesn't matter, just don't show it to me. I mean, you can show it to me if you want. It just makes it a little easier for me. Put it right there. That's going to get shuffled into the middle.
That's absolutely beautiful.
Okay. We're going to take 4 cards. We're going to make 2 piles of 4 cards each. Okay. So if you see your card, just remember where it is. Don't say anything about it. Just remember. Okay. So we have 4 cards. The first pile has the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Spades, the 4 of Spades, and the 4 of Diamonds. I'm going to take those 4 cards, and can I see your phone again? Okay, I'll take it and I'll put it underneath the phone so I can't touch it, okay? And the other 4 cards are these right here. Okay. I'm gonna take them and I want you to just like lift up your foot and just put it on top.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we put 4 cards here and 4 cards here. Which card did you see your pile in? That one or that one? Do you remember?
Yeah.
That one, so it was in there. Okay, so I'm going to reach in magically. Grab your card. Pull it out, flip it upside down, and stick it in the pile underneath your foot. Okay. I just did it. So how many cards did I put there?
4.
4, right. I don't want to touch it. You want to?
Sure.
Pick that phone up. How many cards are there now?
There are 1, 2, 3.
Okay, flip them over. Is your card there?
No.
No, you pick up that pile. Go through it. There's one that...
This one dates back.
Log content. How does it make you feel to $1,500?
It's a Beatles head.
You know, I always thought I would be worth $3.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Works for me. Here you go. Playlist live! Yeah! I may not be a pickle or my name isn't Rick, but I'm Pickle Rick! Alright. Now you're on camera. It's John! I've heard of Dodie before. Who the F is Dodie? It's her. Look at the... That's Dodie. Oh, look. Get that white balance.
Hello, everyone.
Not facing forward though.
Someone's gonna get to know the pattern when I'm supposed to. Oh, why did it have to be?
first person view of everything.
Now the next one is an opportunity. I'll tread more carefully.
Camera's gonna dice it.
You know,
That's real exciting.
how I said I've never felt that way before. Oh, I was
What? Don't get excited.
I like Dodie. She sounds like she. This is amazing.
Why do all the red flags just
Don't sneeze with my camera on your face.
oh, I have so much for the damage to share.
Well, I haven't died yet, but this pain is way up high.
Somehow you now tell me I'm right.
Oh my god. I need to sit down. I can't.
People tell me that I messed up and it wasn't enough, and I'm secretly hoping they are right. Because whatever it was wonderful, but not functional. Oh, I really hope I don't love you.
Got a really high note coming. Okay. That's a high note.
Thank you.
That song was awesome.
Really itchy nose halfway through that, and I was like trying to itch it with my mouth. Anyway,
Dodie, I love you.
that is the title track of my new EP called You, out on iTunes and Spotify.
You ever meet Stuart?
Who's the agent Stewart?
Now
Stuart is only
play the title track of that called Into the Flame.
the greatest father ever.
Is he my dad?
I mean, can be. He's gonna see this probably.
All right.
This one's for you, Stuart.
This one's for you, Stuart.
I got this.
That's not Stuart.
Yep.
That's Rob.
Looks like a non-responder to me. I'm not a baby. I'm just a man who appreciates his girl. I love you.
Can stay here and love away the
Wow, that camera has been blinking for 2 minutes now.
no
The shadow of the mic is,
fine.
looks like a
Is there
penis.
something magical in the poop?
Huh? No.
Goes on behind the wall.
What do you think?
I've gotta get
You're supposed to get really into it.
I've gotta get a pallet tomorrow. Can I close my mouth? I won't say a word. Another pity for the playground. Thank you. I can finally see you're as fucked up as me, so how good. Trying, I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. There's gotta be some butterflies somewhere. Wanna share 'cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me. trying. I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love like me. It's only fair. There's gotta be some other place somewhere I wanna share, 'cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. Oh, I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. Thank you, baby.
For the lovely.
Hold on. Right under your face. It wouldn't matter if you do the same thing.
Just about there.
Which one better than I expected? There's gotta be fire dog.
Ooh, fire dog? Who? Oh, I see it, yeah.
This proof of problem.
Is that, oh yeah, is that not out here?
That's right here. I see someone.
So, like I said, the spoofer brought it. It's awesome. Oh shit, that hurt. Oh well.
I